Hi, I'm Jared Hoyman with VisibleTour.com and welcome to how I do video walkthroughs. So just recently I have moved from the Samyang 14mm 2.8 RF mount to this beauty, the 15 to 35 f2.8. Most of the time in video walkthrough, it's at least an f4 for that. So people ask, what do I use and how do I use it to go for the video walkthroughs? So I shoot on the Canon R6. I also shoot at 60 frames per second and then output at 24 frames per second. So I can slow it down to 40% and then it is absolutely smooth. And you're wondering probably, what gimbal do I use? Well, I use, and for years I have used the Crane, the Crane 2, and now I currently use the Crane 2S. And the 2S is more powerful, it is awesome, and if you think this is the whole thing, it is not. It actually stops right about there. This is a monopod with some sticks on it. So then I could easily put it down. I can mount the camera, do what I need, balance it, and then it's on there. And I can also extend this out if need be, and it works like a crane. So now you've got it in crane mode. And so with the Crane and the Crane 2 and now the 2S, you can connect right here nice and easily USB-C to the camera, and I can actually control my camera. So I can control the f-stop, I can control the shutter speed, I can even hit record. So instead of trying to bump up here, I'm just touching this to record. So now it is recording. And then I usually hold it two hands, grip right down here, grip right up near the Crane, and then I could get these nice sliding shots. Okay, the nice thing about the 15 to 35 millimeter is that it's 15 to 35 millimeters. You're not just stuck at one focal length. So if you wanted something more cinematic, you can zoom in 24 millimeters or 35 millimeters. Also, it does have image stabilization built into the lens. So with the Canon RF mount, you can now get dual image stabilization. Now you're using the image stabilization not only in the camera, but also correlating along with the lens. So now you got this dual IBIS, and I gotta tell you, it is smooth, it is awesome, and I love it. So with the video walkthroughs, the nice thing you can do when you have it on a monopod like this is you can start out really low, you can raise it up, and I gotta tell you, it isn't light. I mean, this is a heavy get up here. To have this lens, this body, monopod, and the Crane 2S does weigh quite a bit as well. You do feel it. I also have arms that I put on here too, so if I want it more sturdy, lower, but more, I am finding myself using this. And so what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna have you watch this video that I just did the other day. So it's the most recent one that I did with the Canon 15 to 35 millimeter. By the way, the 1535 compared to the Samyang 14 millimeter is, in the 14 millimeter Samyang is amazing, but it is night and day. The contrast is better with the Canon. It is sharper, crisper at all f-stops completely. So my advice is, if you're doing this for a living, even though the Samyang is nice because it's really light, it is sharp, this is by far the better option. Plus, you're gonna be doing real estate photography. You've got all the focal lengths you need inside of a home and outside of the home, and then you just pop it on. Also, just to add really quick, I added on an Arca Swiss plate right here. And that way, when I have this on my smaller tripod, I can just take it off and put it right on here as well. I don't have to rebalance it. It is automatically balanced and it works perfectly. So let me know your thoughts, like, subscribe, and there will be more videos on this lens, more of a review, kind of a comparison and what I've done, and I don't think you'll be disappointed.